Okay, YouTube, I had to bring this recipe because this shrimp tastes just as good as it looks. So welcome back to My Journey 24/7. Today we are making sauteed garlic shrimp. Here are all the ingredients that you'll need. Feel free to pause or stop the video as needed. What we're going to do first is take all those seasonings and add them into just a small bowl. It just makes it easier when it's time to apply them to your shrimp. Now, don't let the close-up fool you. This is not a lot of seasoning. It's enough, but not a lot. Now we're going to grab our garlic. And yes, I said garlic because we are not pressing garlic today. We're going to do what's quick, simple, and easy. Here's a little pro tip. Before seasoning your shrimp, coat them with a little bit of oil first. This helps the seasoning to stick evenly, ensures every bite is packed with flavor also. Plus, it creates a nice barrier that helps lock in that moisture while cooking, giving you that juicy, tender shrimp instead of some dry and rubbery ones. Now that our shrimp are perfectly coated, let's add on those bold flavors. This seasoning is what's going to take your dish to the next level and add character. Imagine a person with no personality, flat, forgettable. That's what happens if you don't use seasoning. Now picture someone that's full of charm and energy. That's what the right seasoning can do. All right, time to heat up our oil. Think of this like the pregame before the main event. You don't just throw shrimp into a cold pan. They need a sizzling hot dance floor. Now we want our oil to be warm, but not too hot. We're sauteing, not starting fireworks or something like that. So when it's shimmering like the VIP red carpet, that's your cue, it's go time. And be sure to give your shrimp some breathing room. The pan is hot enough already, so there's no need to make them breathe down each other's necks at the same time. If you overcrowd them, they're just going to steam instead of getting that perfect golden sear. So no need to cram. We're going to do a second batch. Spread them out, let them sizzle, and watch them cook beautifully. These shrimp weren't that big, so we cooked them about 1 minute on each side. Rule of thumb when you're cooking your shrimp, make sure you never walk away from them. One, because they cook very, very fast. It does not take very long at all. You don't want to overcook the shrimp because then they're going to taste like rubber. So when you're cooking them, just pay attention to when they start to change colors and when they start to curl up into that C pattern. Now we're removing all of the shrimp from out of the pan and setting them to the side so we can take care of our second batch. Now we're just going to repeat the exact steps that we took for the first batch when it comes to our shrimp. Placing them in the pan, making sure we adjust that temperature so that it's not too hot. Placing them in there in a way that gives them enough room to cook as well. And making sure that we are not stepping away from the pan, paying attention to the change in color as well as the change in form to ensure that we get a perfect batch of shrimp for the second time. And if you need to lift up your pan and to redistribute the oil, that's perfectly fine as well. After about 40 to 60 seconds, we're going to start to turn our shrimp over to the other side. And if you need to redistribute the oil inside your pan, feel free to just lift it up as I did as well. I'm going to go over my shrimp just one more time just to make sure that they all have that golden flavor on both sides because I did have a few that were cooking just a little bit slower than the other ones. Then once I've done that, I will remove all of the shrimp from out of the pan and sit them to the side. Now we're sitting these shrimp to the side because we're going to work on our next piece, which is actually the grand finale because this is the garlic butter sauce. This is not just any sauce. This is where the shrimp get to bathe in pure golden garlicky luxury. And now it's time to add our garlic into our rich, buttery goodness. We're going to infuse that garlic flavor right on in there and give it a good mix. Once that is mixed and we've pulled up those seasonings from the bottom of the pan, we're going to also add in our parsley. Parsley is not only good for presentation, you guys, but it also packs a punch. After that, we're going to add in our shrimp and toss them all around. We're not going to leave these shrimp in the pot very long because we've already cooked them. I've also already turned off the heat as well because at this point we're just trying to coat them. We're not trying to cook them any further. Once we've made sure all pieces are coated in that butter garlic, and that is it. It is time to take them out of the pan. They are ready. Now you do want to quickly remove them from the pot because shrimp tend to cool off fairly quickly. And like I said earlier, when we were placing the shrimp inside the sauce, I had already turned the pan off. So make sure that you move at a quick pace so that your shrimp aren't cold. But these are just excellent, and they can be paired with so many different things. You can eat them by themselves as an appetizer or with other things. I'll actually be pairing mine with a coconut curry vegetable dumpling soup. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, and that recipe will be up next. But for now, enjoy, guys. Bye.